Yunaniston gitmek istiyoruz ama yol bunlar bırakmıyorlar. Zaten biz kaçakta geçiyoruz buradan. Geri atıyorlar. Telefon, çanta, ne var, para var, her şey var alıyorlar. Geri atıyor.
Has mutated, and the second strain is more aggressive than the original. A group of scientists and researchers from 6 research centers in China documented the mutation in a report published in late February. It analyzed 103 cases from around the world, with the majority of them from China's Hubei province, where the virus first appeared. Keep in mind, viruses are always mutating, particularly RNA viruses such as the COVID-19 coronavirus. However, a genetic analysis of the cases showed that the COVID-19 coronavirus evolved into 2 major types, the S-type and the L-type. Let's take a closer look at each one. The S-type, which had infected about 30% of cases examined, is considered to be the older of the two and is likely to have appeared when the virus jumped from animals to humans. The L-type, which infected around 70% of the cases, is thought to have emerged afterwards. And according to the report, it replicates faster in human populations, causing it to accumulate more mutations and is more aggressive than the S-type due to the potentially higher transmission rates. So, should we be even more worried? In an article published by New Scientist magazine, Ian Jones, professor of virology at the University of Reading, says the differences in the strains are minute and won't change the way the virus works or is transferred. This helps explain why the trials for a vaccine target the protein that binds COVID-19 to human cells rather than the virus itself. However, the report by the Chinese scientists also revealed that although the L-type was the more aggressive of the 2 strains, the number of L-type infections fell in January. It suggests that the rapid and comprehensive prevention and control measures implemented by the Chinese government reduced infections of the L-type, leading to an abundance of S-type infections, which are now more common. However, the report cautions that sample size was limited and more data is required for further analysis, particularly as the virus spreads. Epidemiologists widely agree that once infected with the coronavirus, patients are unlikely to catch it again, unless the virus mutates to such a point that it can overcome our immune defenses. The best way to prevent that from happening is to gather as much data as possible and keep tabs on the number of mutations as scientists race to develop a vaccine.
कोरोना वायरस की दहशत अब यूरोप में पांव पसार चुकी है। यूरोपीय देश भी कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण के संभावित खतरों से डरे हुए हैं और अलर्ट पर हैं। यूरोप के देशों में कोरोना वायरस से इटली सबसे ज्यादा प्रभावित है। इटली में कोरोना वायरस से अब तक 4 लोगों की मौत हो गई है। इटली के अधिकारियों ने कोरोना वायरस पर सुरक्षात्मक रुख अपनाते हुए रविवार को कुछ कड़े फैसले लिए हैं। अगर कोई भी शख्स कोरोना वायरस संक्रमित इलाकों में दाखिल होगा या बाहर होगा तो उसे फाइन देना होगा। रविवार को ही ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने इटली की ट्रेन को देश के भीतर आने से रोक दिया था। ऑस्ट्रेलिया का दावा था कि इस ट्रेन में कोरोना वायरस संक्रमण के 2 संदिग्ध लोग भी हैं।
Victoria and New South Wales were planning to push for lockdowns at tonight's National Cabinet meeting. But the New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian has preempted that, saying her state would be pursuing the more drastic measures. Victoria has now followed suit, with the Premier Daniel Andrews announcing a broad shutdown and bringing the school holidays forward to begin this Tuesday. South Australia has closed its borders while police there declare a major emergency. Western Australia's border will be closed from Tuesday 1:30 p.m. local time. And the University of Queensland has been given a $17 million boost to fund research aimed at having a vaccine ready for deployment.
For the National Cabinet meeting tonight, where Premiers and Chief Ministers meet with the Prime Minister, that she said in this statement that she is informing the National Cabinet that this is happening. And we understand as well that the Victorian Premier, Daniel Andrews, will also make a similar announcement to the National Cabinet. So we see see now states are going their own way, making decisions themselves on how they are going to protect their states. We just heard as well from South Australia that they're closing their borders. So there is an interesting shift here. States are very much taking the lead on how they manage keeping their people safe. The Premier said that schools will be open tomorrow, but then she will make an announcement in regards to school tomorrow.
Across America, doctors are now preparing for the worst.
There's absolutely fear in the unknown, and as we see these numbers grow, it's very anxiety-inducing.
Due to a critical shortage of protective equipment, they're having to improvise to shield themselves from an unseen enemy.
My mask snapped while I was trying to take it off in between patients, and I had to staple it back.
Hey, your surgery's in OR4.
The actors from TV series Grey's Anatomy have donated their medical props to hospitals struggling with supply.
Air Canada, for example, landed a plane Saturday afternoon in Morocco and will take a plane load of Canadians from that North African country to Montreal on Sunday. Trudeau also said the government expects to secure flights with returning Canadians from Peru, despite Peru's decision to ban all flights in its airspace. Canada is also looking to get flights home from Spain, and other countries may follow. But Trudeau also had this warning.
Now, we won't be able to reach everyone, but we're going to do our best to help those we can.
The advice now for Canadians abroad: register with Global Affairs Canada. Keep your smartphone charged and be ready for a text, email, or phone call. And there was a special message for retired Canadians who spend their winters in the sunny south.
I would like to say a word to our beloved snowbirds. I want to remind them that they should return to Canada as soon as possible, especially as flights become increasingly scarce. And I want to reassure them that the border will always be open for them to return back home in Canada.
Meanwhile, the first move was made to restrict the travel of Canadians within Canada. The government of the Northwest Territories, shortly before announcing its first confirmed case, said it would block all non-essential travel into the territory, a move.
Cities, traffic, honking and pollution. But coronavirus pandemic has forced the world to hit the pause button. Crowded cities wear a deserted look. The invisible enemy has forced the humanity to retreat in order to combat the disease. Venice canals, usually bogged down with tourists in gondolas, are now crystal clear. Italy's efforts to limit the coronavirus meant an absence of boat traffic on the city's famous waterways. Instead of tourists, what you see are dolphins.
Ma sicuramente più limpido, basta vedere il canale con l'acqua super calma, non ci sono le navi, traffico zero, certo che è più pulita.
Not just in Italy, dolphins were sighted off the shore near Beach Candy Club in Mumbai, as can be seen in this video posted by actress Juhi Chawla. The streets of London are deserted following the closure of restaurants, pubs and theatres. Authorities in Sao Paulo, the largest city in Brazil, ordered the closure of many commercial establishments from Friday in order to contain the spread of the virus.